Are Social Security taxes still in effect, and what do seniors need to know? These are really good questions which I have received multiple times and what I'm going to clarify for you here in this video. Now, I also do want to point out there are two different types of Social Security taxes. Number one, there is the collection of Social Security taxation on your monthly benefit check. In other words, a senior collects Social Security benefits, then when they go to file their tax return, some of that money is paid back in the form of taxation on their benefit, and this is what a lot of people refer to as double taxation. Now next, there's also Social Security payroll taxes, which is paid by employees or basically anybody out there in the workforce that is working, collecting a salary, a paycheck, whatever it happens to be. These are the payroll taxes that go to Social Security, that go into the trust fund or basically just distributed out to the beneficiaries right away. And that is also represented on your pay stub through FICA taxes. So again, I want to clarify the differences of these. These get confused a lot out there, and I also want to point out exactly what has changed recently for seniors and what you can take advantage of right now that could potentially save you and put thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars back into your pocket as a senior. Again, got a lot to talk about here in this video. Let's jump through the details of these one by one. Now, first up, I do want to clarify the differences of the two different types of taxation. Again, I just kind of gave a brief little synopsis there, but let's dig into these a little bit further. Number one, again, taxation of Social Security benefits. In other words, a senior is collecting Social Security. The whole year, you get all your benefits. Awesome. Well, then the following year, the new year comes around, and then it's like, hey, it's tax time. Uh-oh, got to file a tax return, right? You go to file your tax return, and then you realize, oh, my provisional income was such as an individual or a married couple, which, by the way, I've talked about those thresholds before in other videos, in such a range that, oh, now I owe taxation on either 50% or 85% of my monthly benefit, depending on what your income is, your provisional income. In other words, your income aside from your Social Security benefit, and then you pay tax on your benefit again. This is exactly what a lot of people refer to as double taxation. Now, this is also what the president said for like the last, I don't know, year and a half or so. We're going to eliminate taxation on Social Security. No more taxes on Social Security. Okay? This is the big one that many people are wondering about. Okay, let's come back to that here in just a second. Let's clarify that in contrast with the other type of Social Security taxation. Okay, so just keep all that in mind that I just mentioned there. We're going to come back and we're going to revisit that here in just a minute. Let's quickly talk through the other piece of Social Security taxation, where this gets a lot of confusion around this. This is the payroll tax. Again, represented on your pay stub. I'm sure you've seen this at some point throughout your life. I know, I certainly have, right? You get a paycheck, you look at your pay stub, and you're like, wait, FICA? Who's FICA? I don't like them. They're taking all my money. Yeah, that's Social Security. Social Security and Medicare taxes is what you pay right there, okay? That money goes to the Social Security Trust Fund, and it also goes to Medicare, represented through FICA, okay? Anyway, so that money is collected out of every dollar that somebody earns. Obviously, the maximum taxable earnings cap increases every single year, so there is a phase out at a very high income threshold. It's over $176,000 this year. You don't need to worry about that right now as I film this video in 2025. But anyway, that's kind of beside the point here what I'm talking about. But anyway, this is the payroll tax. This did not go away, and it is not going away anytime soon. It'll never go away. Reason being is, well, this is where Social Security gets all of its money. Okay, to be fair, it's actually not all of the money, but this is where Social Security gets like a huge percentage of the money that it brings in every single year. Most recently in the Social Security Board of Trustees annual report, last year they brought in about $1.4 trillion of all money brought into Social Security through payroll taxes. It's not going away anytime soon. Without the payroll tax, Social Security would be done in like no time at all. In a couple years, it'd be out of money and program would be done. Not a good idea, right? So anyway, payroll tax, not going anywhere. Okay, so those are the two distinctions between these two. Okay, now let's revisit no more taxes on Social Security as the president touted for so long, right? A year and a half or so, he said, oh, we're going to do no more taxes on Social Security. I want to make it very clear. Your Social Security benefits are still very much taxable. The tax on Social Security benefits did not go away as promised, okay? There's a lot of information out there saying, and even remarks out of the White House that say, no more tax on Social Security. That's false. taxation on Social Security is still very much a thing. It is still there, 100% guaranteed. It has not gone anywhere, okay? But rather, as a result of the OBBB, the one big reconciliation bill that was signed into law by the president on the 4th of July of this year, 2025. Within that, as a concession for no more taxes on Social Security, what they did is they added an additional $6,000 deduction for seniors age 65 and over who would be allowed to take this deduction, again, provided your income is within the certain thresholds, 75 grand and less as an individual, $150,000 and less as a married couple. Those are the thresholds, and it phases out the higher that your income goes above that threshold, okay? But anyway, if your income is below those thresholds, you would be able to take, again, quick disclaimer, not tax advice, not accounting advice, not professional advice, not legal advice, not advice in any way, shape, or form. I am not your accountant. I do not know your situation. Therefore, this is not advice at all. Talk to your own accountant, talk to your CPA. They'll know your situation, okay? This is general information. But if somebody's income is within the thresholds that I just mentioned, they would then be able to take not only the standard deduction over 15 grand per person, $30,000+ for a married couple this year in 2025. It's going up again next year. In addition to that, they'd be able to take the extra $6,000 deduction above and beyond the standard deduction, along with the standard deduction, okay? So in an individual situation, let's just call the standard deduction, let's just say $15,000. It's actually more than that, but let's just say 15 grand. Plus the $6,000 deduction for seniors 65 and over, that gives them a deduction of $21,000. In other words, the first 21 grand of income they have has no taxes on it whatsoever. Zero, nada, okay? So that's what that's all about. So Social Security payroll taxes are still very much a thing. Social Security taxation of benefits, still very much a thing, has not gone away. But rather, for the next 4 years, 2025, 2026, 2027, and 2028, 4 years, this extra $6,000 deduction above and beyond the standard deduction is available for seniors age 65 and over to offset any taxation potentially paid on your Social Security benefit. Does that make sense? Okay. So that's what they did. But as of 2029, the $6,000 goes away. Okay. It goes back down to what it would have been, which would be about, I don't know, $1,400, $1,500, something like that. Okay. At the time, that's about what it's going to go down to. So it'll be dramatically reduced in like 5 years or whatever, 2029, okay, is when that's going to roll out and be phased out to zero. Well, okay, I shouldn't say zero, back down to maybe $1,500-ish at that time, okay? All right, anyway, so that's the clarification on taxation on Social Security, okay? I've had people reach out and say, hey, I heard there's no more payroll taxes. No, those are not going anywhere anytime soon. Those will never go away, ever, probably. If they do, then Social Security goes away too, okay? Just being real with you. Social Security goes away if payroll taxes go away. They could eliminate taxation on Social Security benefits, and the program would be fine, okay? But that's not happening either, okay? Not anytime soon anyway, as promised. All right, anyway, hope this helps you to clarify what's going on here. I hope this helps to understand the situation. As always, drop your comments, your feedback down below. Please subscribe down below if you're new here, 100% free. Otherwise, if you are one of the 70 million people currently on Medicare, there's that phone number for you right there. Call them. Well over 4,000, rapidly approaching 5,000 people here in the community have called that phone number right there to get some free help with their Medicare plans, find better plans, get better coverages, make sure that you're properly covered, and save a ton of money. I can't tell you how many people have reached out in the comment section telling me exactly how much they save on on a monthly basis. It's nuts. A lot of money. A lot of people are saving a lot of money. Ken Johnson saving $174 a month. Ed Fitzgerald from San Diego, California is saving $170 a month. Miriam McGee is saving $100 a month, $1,200 a year. Harold L. is saving $79 per month. The list goes on and on. Those are just some of them I can remember off the top of my head. Otherwise, call them. After you do, leave a comment down below. Use the word chapter within your comment. Let me know how it goes, and I'd love to give you a shout out in a future video, just like I've been doing so much lately in other videos, shout outs, community posts, all of it like that. By the way, the average person is saving $1,100 is the average savings from those of you here in the community calling that phone number right there. Anyway, give them a call. If you're currently on Medicare or if you're turning 65 in the next, call it 6 months or so, call them. They will certainly help you out. All right, anyway, please subscribe down below if you're new here. Please share this video, big share button down below. Like the video, thumbs up button down below if you want to. Otherwise, check out the other nearly 6,000 videos here on the channel in the video library. The popular videos I've hand selected for you down below. Otherwise, in the description, by the way. Otherwise, enjoy, have a good one, and catch you again.